Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to Space City and NRG Stadium, right next to where the old Astrodome sits, here in Houston, Texas. Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And we're off and running from Houston. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Second down now, 7 to go. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it sets up a Houston first.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Running with Mixon out of the gun. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Chiefs territory. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
That's a catch for Nico Collins. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down. Working inside the red zone. And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. The Texans take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Tank Dell the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on an opening drive. And defensively, it starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. And his first pass falls incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
2nd and 10 now. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
We're driving forward, but won't get beyond the line. That stop coming from Henry To'o. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. He's got him. That's Pacheco. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed. About set for the 2nd quarter. Chiefs football here. They've been moving it well, but face a 3rd down here. Hauled in by Rice. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Working quickly here. First down throw, Mahomes. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs finish off their opening drive. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 34. Escapes the pocket. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. From the gun, Stroud. He finds Diggs right side. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. Has a man, Dalton Schultz. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down Third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Schultz with the catch. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
First and 10, a run to Mixon. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Justin Reed with the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's second and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here's second and 7. Chased out to his right. Collins there to grab it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal. They're going to run here. It's Mixon. And he's brought down for a loss. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Shotgun now for Stroud. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now it'll be third and goal.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Buckle up. It's third and goal. Throwing with a blitz on the way. He's got him. That's Mixon. And in for the Houston touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kamari Lassiter with the pick. And the Texans are stopped on that return. So that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Pacheco hauls it in. We're working a couple of yards past the line. Jalen Petrie there on the stop.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. Run from Pacheco to start the half. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Completes this one to Rice. Into the red zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs cut into the lead coming out of halftime. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs tie things up at 14. Butker on now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Alright, let's see if we can get this going.
First and 10 now from the 30. A give to Mixon up the middle. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Not a good idea.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Launches one deep downfield. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Here's Stroud. Into the hands of Schultz.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. That route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
4th and 3, drive on the line. Looking to throw. He connects downfield on 4. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. How about 19 yards on 4th down, and the call to go for it pays off considerably. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. A give, this is Mixon. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
From the 40 on 2nd down. Completed over the middle. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It's still a tie ball game, 14 points apiece as we get ready for the fourth. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Running it with Mixon. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. On the ground again with Mixon. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. A gain of 3, and now they're going to be able to plan for 1st and goal.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. Again, they give to Mixon. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Has it all set up for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Chiefs down by 7. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He's on the move. On target to Worthy. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Chiefs in the hurry-up, trying to get everyone in the line. Back to throw. He's got him. That's Pacheco. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
He'll look to throw it. Finds his man. It's Worthy. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Chiefs in the hurry-up, trying to get everyone in the line. Setting up to pass. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So they're left facing 3rd and long. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Could not beat the defender there. And that brings up 4th and long. Throwing now. And he gets on the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean into his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs tie this game at 21. Butker on now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. On the move, headed right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Give him 30 yards on that one. And it sets up a Houston first.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
First down, Stroud. Short pass caught by his tight end. He has room past the 25. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
On the carry, this is Mixon. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. So now it's all up to Kaimi Fairbairn. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. Now it all comes down to the veteran, confidently marching out for this moment. This is going to be a 32-yarder from the left hash. Kick is good. He got it. And he drills the chip shot to win them this game. So it's the Texans who defend their building and take the win. And with overtime in their back pocket, they weren't going to lose it at the end. But they still managed to set up the field goal, and he executed the game winner. What a memorable way to win it. So for Brock Ewart, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. the Texans, as we'll see you next time from Houston. Built on the side of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decades since it opened back in 1998. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And we're off from Baltimore. Return starts at the 3. And look at this return. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They go play fake with Jackson. He rolls to his right. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. Offense in the hurry up here. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Turning to Henry on third. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Offense up to the line fast. Play action now with Jackson. Vacates quickly. And they take this in for the score. The Ravens take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Tucker able to tack on the extra points. And the Ravens will jump back to a 7-0 lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 9. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Stroud in the air to start us off. This is complete to Schultz. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Keeping it with Mixon. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I don't know, Kate. I didn't think he had it. But that back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the first down. Pops up right away and signals first down.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. And time runs out before they get the snap on. That's the end of one. 7-0 is our score. Back to the bank in just a moment. Welcome back. We'll begin the 2nd quarter with the Texans in possession. They have 2nd and pretty long here. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Shotgun now for Stroud. He's trying to push the field. They're on it. That's intercepted. And the Ravens take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing again is Lamar. Into the hands of Likely. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Now Jackson off the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. He's got Andrews. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. We'll give right side to Henry. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Lamar off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now he takes it. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. It's the Ravens with 1st and 10. Trying down the middle with Henry. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Working quickly here. Henry punches it in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grow their lead just before halftime. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens double their lead to 14. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Dameon Pierce now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now begin with a run by Mixon. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. It was Marcus Williams in on that stop. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. From the gun, Stroud. Forced out to his right. He's running for it. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. Makes the grab in bounds left side. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans make it a 1-score game before halftime. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Return starts from the goal line. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Throwing it just before halftime. He's got time here. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense.
Texans 7.
Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Starting at the 10. And look at this return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Back to throw, Stroud. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Texans cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown, his 2nd scoring catch of the game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. From his own end zone, here we go. Good looking return here, and he's got room. Field flipping return as he brought it down on the opposite side of the 50.
Through the decades, Kate, all kick returners have had to have tremendous vision, but it's a little different now with these new rules. You're not watching and feeling those guys running at you all the way down the field. No, now you're more like a running back. You're looking for that crease, that opening, that lane to exploit, and boy, did he.
Taken in by Likely. He has room past the 25. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. From the red zone now. Buying some time left. He's got it near the 8. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. He fields it from the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Pass caught by Mixon. He gets it ahead, runs up with about 3. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here's 2nd and 7. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens have it and will take over at the 17-yard line.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. It was the rookie from USC who got there for that tackle.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard. Well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. But at that defense, they're flying around and making the play.
Offense in the hurry up here. Handoff headed right to Henry. Crosses midfield, still going. And he has this all the way across to the opposing 45. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Complete Derrick Henry. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there as he's Al Shire that time on the tackle.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he's got a chunk of yards as we've reached the end of 3. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's Ravens ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. Second and 3 now. Give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Offense up to the line fast. Going to the ground again on 1st. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. This is Henry on 2nd. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They push it forward for a yard. That brings up 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Buying some time right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Justin Tucker out for the field goal. A lot of pressure hovering over this kick. From 37 yards in the right hash.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
Pierce now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Stroud off the play fake. Headed out right. Now he throws deep across the field, and that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Tucker on for the extra point. Extra point is good in this wintry weather. And the Ravens take a 3-possession lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Pierce now on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. A give to Mixon up the middle. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
He rolls to his right. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Stroud. He has the 1st over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue. One final shot here. Try and push it deep downfield. This is brought in at the 15. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans get it back to within 2 possessions. Nico Collins with the touchdown. So 6 points at the buzzer, Brock, but 0 effect on our final outcome.
Yeah, I get that, but I'll tell you what, that'll be one of the first plays they watch in the film room this coming week. Like you said, they lose whether that's scored or not, but Coach will always, always emphasize effort on the field. And reaching that end zone to end an already decided game, that is effort with a capital E.
He's throwing for it! And this is going to be caught, getting aggressive as they trail in this game, and that takes them 2 points closer.
Texans 22.
So in front of the flock of fans in the stands, the Ravens get the win at home. And given the weather, I'm not sure we expected to see quite as much offense as we did, Brock. Credit both offenses for having a plan to deal with the snow, and of course to these guys for playing through that cold and lead.